What's up, everybody, and welcome to OneWrestling.com's worst review show ever. My name is Billy Ray Valentine, and I'm always joined by someone so glorious, so scholarly, so stupendous, the glorious Chabelo Vela Cruz. What's up, man?
What is going on there, Slamites? And all the hustleites that, have ventured over from the PW Hustle Networks over here to OneWrestling.com. This is the worst wrestling prediction show in the history of YouTube. You know that, Billy Ray, right? It is the history of worst predictions because we don't, our batting average for predictions, is like maybe 50%, maybe.
It's about 300, and that's good. I mean, in Major League Baseball, that's considered more than a good average. It's considered, it's all-star level. You hit 300, you're going to the all-star game. So we're about 300, I would say.
That's not bad.
But
wait. But before we do this, I like to dedicate this worst wrestling prediction to the memory of the Brain, Bobby the Brain Heenan. God bless.
Absolutely. Bobby the Brain Heenan, part of quite possibly the greatest wrestling promo in the history of wrestling promos. What promo that is? I know you guys are sitting there asking what promo is the greatest wrestling promo in wrestling of all time. And I know the Professor Chabelo Vela Cruz knows which one it is. Go ahead and tell me something.
Well, that depends if my predictions are right, because then the next show would be, I hate this. We're not the kind of guys that like to say we told you so. But we told you so.
100%. Him and Ric Flair made a great team. I remember when Bobby the Brain Heenan walked in, I want to say to WWE, WWF prime time with that NWA WCW strap, and it was classic. Like, you knew what it was even if you didn't watch the WCW NWA back in the day. He walked in with that strap, and it's like, whoa, I know that strap. That's the real heavyweight title, and that was classic. It set off all these things. Hogan versus Flair. Heenan was great for way before that, but still, that's my period that I remember the most of Bobby the Brain Heenan. I like him better. Everybody calls him the greatest manager of all time. I think he has to be considered among the greatest color commentators of all time. That's where I thought he shined. He was just freaking hilarious.
He was multitasking, man. He did everything. Managing, color commentating, whatever he needed to do, whatever he did for the business, that's what he did. And he excelled at it. That's what the thing is.
You're absolutely right. Hey, listen, we are predicting. What's the name of the pay-per-view, Professor Chabelo Vela Cruz? You're so smart.
It is called No Mercy.
No Mercy. We're predicting this pay-per-view tonight, right here for you at OneWrestling.com. Make sure you check out everybody else over at OneWrestling.com and everything else they do. But we're going to predict No Mercy. I want to say what's up to Travis Volts, what's up to Big Ray, and what's up to the legend, Bill Apter. All right, man, you want to start it? It's going to go like this. Professor Chabelo Vela Cruz, then me, Billy Ray Valentine. You know what? I never get a proper introduction. I'm always introducing myself. Next time around, I'm going to have you introduce me. And you better do a good job, okay? You got to come up with all my nicknames, everything, and introduce me. I'm tired of introducing myself.
Can you text me all the nicknames just so I can get it right?
I shouldn't have to do that, but I will. Okay, so we'll start from the bottom up. Cruiserweight, and that doesn't mean it's the worst. It might be the best match of the night. Probably not, but who knows? Cruiserweight Championship match. Neville, who is the defending champion, walking in defending versus Enzo Amore, Professor Chabelo Vela Cruz. What do you think? Hey, listen, man. Enzo has made the transition forced, albeit forced. He is now a singles competitor. Going to be on 205 Live, taking on quite possibly, pound for pound, the best wrestler in the world. We're saying it right here on OneWrestling.com. Quite possibly, pound for pound, the best wrestler in the world, Neville. Enzo Amore, quite possibly the best talker in the game. All right, two different aspects of wrestling coming together. Let's see how it works out. Professor Chabelo Vela Cruz, give me a prediction.
Spoiler alert, because I don't like to do a shameless plug, but Neville is also one of the finalists for the Professor's Perspective Awards of the Renaissance Award, because he has had a great year. So that says something about that.
Oh, that's a very prestigious award. You just don't hand those out to anybody now.
No, you don't. But, he is a finalist for that. But that means something. He is, like you said, the best wrestler in the world. He has enhanced his character. He has changed himself so drastically. He's done a complete 180, and it's for the better. Has dominated the Cruiserweight division, but also he's facing the man who's invigorated the Cruiserweight division. The most views on YouTube, Enzo Amore. Whether you like him or you don't like him, this man has turned 205 Live upside down. You know why? Because people want to see him. Maybe, for a second, but they still want to see him. Whether he gets beat up, embarrassed, or whatever. But he still draws for some strange reason. So as appealing as that is, I'm still going to go with Neville to retain it, embarrass Enzo Amore, because he is the best wrestler in the Cruiserweight division.
Man, I hope you're right, but I have a feeling that tonight is not going to be such a good night for Neville. I feel, personally, that Enzo Amore is walking out of there with this title. And I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. Billy Ray Valentine, what the hell have you been smoking? Everybody hates Enzo Amore. They're punishing him. Neville's going to make him tap out. And that might very well be so, but my gut is telling me to go with Enzo Amore. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Enzo Amore to walk out Cruiserweight Champion. Professor, give me your thoughts on my prediction.
I actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but the only reason I'm disagreeing is because Tozawa got that jump first. He got the first defeat of Neville. If Tozawa never won that, I would have went with you. I would have went with Enzo Amore as a fluky champion. Yeah. And then losing like a week later.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up.
Why would you hot potato it and have Neville become a 3-time champion? But this is WWE. I wouldn't be surprised. But I still go with the dominance of Neville.
It's true. Yeah, you know what? Now that you say it, Neville loses at the pay-per-view and wins it back on Monday Night Raw. I don't think there was a reason for Tozawa. As much as I love Tozawa, I don't think there was a reason of giving him the title if you weren't going to give him an actual reign. I think Neville should hold on to that for as long as possible. But if, hey, this is what
I say, Tozawa was a fluky history. It never happened. It's like the Mandela effect. It never happened. Neville has still been the reigning champion since January.
I agree with you. That never happened. I don't remember it. 100%. That never happened. Champion the entire time through. Okay, this review is being done by two men. Man versus man. Okay, because we need to make that distinction here. Okay, because this next match is a man versus man match. Did you know that, Professor Chabelo Villa Cruz?
Well, you know what? In SummerSlam, it was man versus demon. So, of course, it has to be man versus man.
Man versus man. But, I mean, have we ever seen this type of match before? I've never seen, I have to say, I've been watching wrestling for a long time. We've been covering wrestling here at OneWrestling.com for a very, very long time, Chabelo Villa Cruz. I don't think I can ever say I've seen a man versus man match. This is the first time I've seen a man versus man match. I mean, they're building it as, it's this big thing, the first time, man versus man. I mean, I don't know. What's so special about this?
Well, that depends on your history because, William Regal was a man's man in 98.
He was.
So every match he was doing was a man versus man kind of match.
He was the real man's man. But was the other guy that he was facing a man? I mean, we got to look unless he was wrestling Silas Young, who is the last real man. But so then we have something going on here. But right now we have Finn Balor, who is not coming in as a demon. He is actually going to be a man. The man Finn Balor versus another man, Bray Wyatt. He's going to be chasing the buzzer, following the buzzards all the way to the ring, man versus man. Like, what man, who does whomever win become like the sole man, the only man? Like, what, this is, what do you think here? Give me your prediction. Man versus man, okay? Never been done before.
Well, this is a spoiler alert for all the Slamites out there, but there is a new division. You've heard of the WWE UK division. There is also a WWE's Men's division.
The men's division,
And this is the finals. of the men's division title between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor.
Oh my God! Yeah, listen, I think you're onto something here. I think they should create the men's title. I mean, they have a women's title. I think it's disgraceful in this day and age that we don't have a man's title. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. 100%. We should have a man's title. And absolutely sexist. And we should have the winner of this match walk out with the man's title. Okay, and it should be baby blue instead of like white. You know, it should be a baby blue belt. But
I also think, you know, truth be told, this is just me. You might not agree with this, Billy Ray, but I think the loser of this man versus man will somehow be traded to SmackDown because there's no need for them to still be on Raw.
Well, there's only room for one real man on Monday Night Raw. So I understand. Yeah. I understand your point. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Who's going to SmackDown, Professor?
I think Finn Balor will lose and go to SmackDown.
Well, you know,
Bray Wyatt's going to win.
I always had a feeling that Finn Balor wasn't a real man. You know, he's James Dean Cool and John Wayne Tough, and he is a demon. But is he a man? Is he a man? I don't know. I am taking Finn Balor to solidify the fact that he is a man, even though I always had my doubts, but he's going to solidify it on No Mercy. He's going to win, and he's going to be the first men's WWE title. It's a WWE champion. It's a long time coming because, I mean...
Are you basing his mandem on the jacket?
Well, I mean, yeah, oh. I guess. You know, he looks like the Fonz with it, and the Fonz is a real man, so I guess we're going with that. All right, okay, what do we got? Now, these guys are not two men, okay, at least not by WWE standards, okay? We got The Miz, okay, who is the Intercontinental Champion, against Kurt Angle's son, Jason Jordan. Now, I'm actually excited about this match. I want to see it. All right. Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's son. Okay. He has Kurt Angle's blood running through his veins, much like the Professor Chabelo Villa Cruz has my blood running through his veins. He doesn't know that I'm his father, but it's true. Professor Chabelo Villa Cruz. Give me your thoughts on the fact that I'm your father. And second, give me your prediction on this match.
I think you might be a little bit delusional. You're like Kramer. I had an accident and you donated blood. That was different. And I owe you something. That's what it is. You give me that Kramer blood, and that's why I've been twitching all day.
Damn, I gave you defective blood. I am so sorry. All right, who's winning?
You know what? They've been pushing Jason Jordan to the moon. This is his big opportunity. And I have no problem with Jason Jordan because he is very athletically gifted. So that's not a problem. But you know what? The problem is he's not charismatic. You know, this is a good thing for him to be involved with Kurt Angle. I want that to progress into something where he says, I was never your father. I doctored the documents, you know, and turn on his supposed father. But if they're going to have him go after the title, you know, that angle's not going to happen just yet. So, and he's had good matches against John Cena and Roman Reigns. So I think
he's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. So he should have a good match with The Miz, come close, but I still think The Miz will retain.
Wow. Okay, I think he's beating The Miz. I think he's taking the IC strap. I mean, they've been building to it. I
think you build on him losing and then coming so close and being more angry.
Have we been completely like opposites on this entire card? This never happens. We're always mostly in sync. There's been no clean sweeps.
No clean sweeps.
This is the worst review show ever, but somebody is going to be batting 1,000 at this point in time because unless there's some double disqualifications. Okay, and there will be
3 times in a row. That'd be funny.
So the Professor is taking The Miz to retain, who is doing excellent work. By the way, The Miz is that dude. Not that man. He is that dude. Man versus man, last match. Not this one, okay? And Jason Jordan, who is has been handpicked, I guess, right? I mean, they made him Kurt Angle's son, and they got a rocket strapped to his back. They want him to become that dude. If this guy flashes a little bit of charisma, if this guy wakes up, he has a big future ahead of him because they want him to do well. You know, so if he wakes up, if he snaps into it like a Slim Jim, man, there's no stop in Jason Jordan. I'm gonna take Jason Jordan to win, like I said. Okay, he's gonna be the Intercontinental Champion of the world.
Will they accept it though? Will the fans accept it?
No, not at all. I mean, it's gonna take a long time for them to accept this guy. He's gonna have to turn on Kurt Angle, and then maybe the fans will come around. But until then,
you really want him to do The Rock like in '97, right? Win the title, and everybody hates him, and then lose it, get injured, and then start, and then another Nation of Domination with some other people.
Yes, without the charisma, of course, he's got a long way to go. But let's hope. Who knows? Mm-hmm. The guy can wrestle his ass off. I enjoy watching him in the ring. Okay, tag team championships: Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Seth friggin' Rollins, by the way, versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the WWE tag team straps, of Raw tag team straps, I should say. Professor Chabelo Villacruz. Or Ricky Freestyle, like Ray likes to call you. You know, we gave you that nickname on the PW Hustle, and Ray has completely ran with it, and that's all he calls you. That's not your name. And your name isn't AQ either. Okay, I don't know why they keep calling you that. That is not your name. Not at all. You need to correct them when they tell you this. I don't know why. You're so gracious. You're such a kind guy that when they tell you these things, you just let it go. Tell them your name is Chabelo Villacruz.
No, because it's better to be off the radar. If you have 4 or 5 different names, that's great. Also, you have to call me Snagglepuss. Heavens to Murgatroyd. We're talking about No Mercy here.
All right, man. What did I tell you? Yo, it's the tag, it's the tag match. Pick it, man. Who's winning?
You know what? This was a match of the year for WWE standards in SummerSlam because this was a great tag team title match between these 4 people. And the tag team division is a little bit soft because my favorite tag team, the Revival, is on the shelf.
Man, what happened? FTR. It's almost like the Mandela effect took place there because I don't remember the Revival ever existing. Like, what the hell? Anyway.
Injury bugs. That's what it is. Injury bugs hit them, but that's what it is. So the best thing to do is to have Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose retain, and then the Revival will come when they're healthy, and then that program will start.
Somebody should have a finishing maneuver called the Mandela effect. And then they completely change their gimmicks. They're like completely different, and nobody ever acknowledges their past gimmick. It'd be great.
I think that move exists. Punishment Martinez does it.
You mean Punishment Martinez, a.k.a. Baron Corbin, a.k.a. Big Ray, a.k.a. Roman Reigns?
Yes.
They're all the same person.
Mm-hmm.
That's our conspiracy theory here. They are all the same person. Punishment Martinez and Big Ray are dead ringers for one another. 100%. All right. I'm going to take the champions to retain, man, right? Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose keep this belt. And there has to
Look at that. It's a sweep. It's a sweep right there.
Whoa, we sweeped it. This is going to be the deciding factor here. Mm-hmm. Fine, whatever. I'm taking those 2 guys to win. I think, I don't know, what, them versus the Hardys? At some point, I know they did that already, but
no, I really think the Revival will be fine after this. They'll probably be good by maybe mid-October, maybe to November, and then that program between them and Rollins and Ambrose will go in full steam.
And you have them beating Rollins and Ambrose?
Absolutely, because they're the best tag team in the world.
That's debatable, and we can do that on another day, but we'll talk about that. What's up, Young Bucks? What's up? What's up, Young Bucks? What's up?
FTB.
All right. Women's Championship. You know what? See, this is what really grinds my gears, Professor Chabelo Villacruz. This is what really pisses me off, okay? That the WWE has a women's championship, but not a men's championship. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. It's atrocious. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable, okay?
We should protest. We should do change.org. Great.
Get a petition together. Listen, everybody watching, okay, OneWrestling.com, sign the change.org petition that the Professor Chabelo Villacruz is going to create and put out there. We want a men's title, #man versus man, okay? WWE, damn it. It's time, okay? It's 2017. It's the year of the man. Give us a championship. Okay, women's championship. And look at how many women are involved in this match. Alexa Bliss, which is the champion. versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax versus Emma versus Bayley. Now, some interesting stuff, Professor. Interesting stuff. Bayley looked like she was about to put Sasha Banks into that belly-to-Bayley suplex on Monday Night Raw. It was a little bit of a tease, you know what I mean? They threw it in there. Looks interesting to me. I don't know what a heel Bayley would look like, to be honest with you. It might look like some negatives in the bank accounts when little girls stop buying those shirts and everything else that Bayley is pushing. So I wouldn't recommend it. But would it revitalize her career? Do you see it happening? Do you see a heel turn here?
I didn't look at it as a heel turn or a heel Bayley. I looked at it as empowering Bayley. I think Bayley needs, she's the girl next door. She's the cute, innocent girl. But now she has a backbone. She has a spine. And now she's not going to take no guff from nobody. Woman.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Go ahead. No.
Come on. No, I was just
she's not going to take no guff from nobody. She's all woman. Hear me roar.
Hear her roar.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah,
I am woman, hear me roar. So that's what she is. I am woman, hear me roar. I'm gonna Bayley to belly you all day long.
And what's the man version of that? I am man, hear me roar.
Because then that's sexist. Because we take it from the women.
But we need a
song.
We need our own song. We need a men's championship. We need all this stuff. We've been ignored for far too long.
We have to resurrect William Regal's song and make that as our own.
He's a man.
Yes.
Who's winning? Who's winning, brother?
This is gonna be a tough one. Because no matter who wins, Asuka's lurking. And Asuka, nobody's ready for Asuka. So who would be perfect to win this match and then lose to Asuka?
Emma would be perfect.
That would be perfect for everything because they would protect every other woman wrestler. But then would you want Emma to win fluky?
I guess. I mean, what are the stipulations? How does this? I mean, maybe you know. It's one
fatal
fall?
5-way. Yeah, it's one fall.
Or is it an elimination match?
No, it's the first female gets the win. Fatal 5-way.
Does Emma have any alliances?
No. She's been campaigning that she's the women's revolution, and she's gonna win this. But I'm gonna pick Nia Jax to become the new champion, and for Asuka to be lurking and going after her.
Yeah, but that's a destruction of Nia Jax if Asuka comes in and just beats the trash out of Nia Jax. I mean, you can build to a main event match, Nia Jax versus Asuka. Or what is it? Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. Those are main event. Even Sasha Banks versus Asuka. You can build to that.
But I think Nia Jax has been built good since WrestleMania. So
Absolutely.
She's been built as a monster, and now this is the culmination. She wins here. It's maybe transitional, and by Royal Rumble time, Asuka could be the ladies' champion.
When is Asuka slated to come in?
They've been doing the previews every Monday right now. And she's injured. She has, I think, an injured collarbone. So I think they're trying to hold her off till end of October, maybe the beginning of November by Survivor Series time.
All right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what goes down. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take. I don't know who's winning this match, man. I want to say man, I'm having a hard time with this. All right, Alexa Bliss retains. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna stay safe. Alexa Bliss retains the title. That's what I'm gonna go with. What do you think? Bad choice?
No. Alexa Bliss could steal this one. She could pin Emma. I mean, she could pin Emma. She could pin Bayley. But Emma is the one that is gonna be the fall girl. She's gonna take the fall from no matter who. So it's just a safe bet. So you have to protect the other ones. You got to protect maybe Sasha and Bayley. Maybe as Sam Roberts, shout out to Sam Roberts and his podcast. He has dubbed Bayley and Sasha Banks the female mega powers. So the mega powers can explode there. And like you said, you'll see maybe heel Bayley or maybe Iron Woman hear me roar Bayley go against Sasha Banks at a later date. So that's what. So Alexa Bliss could retain.
What do you think of Bayley winning this championship and then Asuka coming around and knocking her head off?
Mm.
You think the people would pop?
For who? Asuka?
Yeah, you think they would pop?
They should pop no matter who Asuka goes after or whoever she pops off. That's why I said it's better for if Nia should win. Asuka goes after Nia, goes after the Beast.
Okay.
Not to say that, and Nia is a beautiful beast.
I mean, they're all beautiful beasts in that match, man. There's not one not beautiful beast. Okay. Hey, Prof, it's time for the main events, plural, like a snake. Main events with an S.
These are WrestleMania matches
of the evening.
Yes.
Okay. WrestleMania style matches, men versus men. Okay, here.
Real men.
I don't think there's any doubt that these are men in the ring fighting other men. Just to be sure. Okay. We're going to take it from, just because it's a non-title match, we're going to go with it first. But really, it's for whose yard is it anyway? Okay. John Cena, your boy. All right. Professor Chabelo Villacruz is the founder, the architect of the John Cena bandwagon. He started it when it wasn't cool. Some would make the argument that it's still not cool. When people, nobody wanted to get on the bandwagon, the Professor Chabelo Villacruz created it and said, "Come one, come all, come, join the bandwagon." He did it first. Professor, take a bow. Say something.
Thank you very much for that credit. But you know what? It's just like I see, there's respect. You got to respect the legacy of John Cena, the body of work that John Cena has done, and the improvements of John Cena. He has gotten better with age. He's like fine wine. His matches have become 5-star Dave Meltzer quality type matches. You can't deny this.
Well, some people can't see your point, but we're going to leave it at that. And he is wrestling, of course, the big dog, the Samoan dog, Roman Reigns, for the first time ever. Roman Reigns versus John Cena.
Billy Ray, can you talk about this match for a second? Just give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. He got so excited he has to go do something else. All right, so we got John Cena versus Roman Reigns in a not WrestleMania scenario, which blew my mind all over. I really, really thought they were going to save this for WrestleMania. I mean, it's that much of a big time match, and these guys have been throwing all types of jabs at each other, but real jabs, talking about actual backstage stuff that happens, pulling back the curtain. A lot of people are upset about it. Some people are very happy about it. It's crazy. A lot of people are upset about it, saying that it's destroyed kayfabe. I want to make the argument that kayfabe has been over for a long, long time, but that's neither here or there. So what I've been saying, Prof, is that these guys are going back and forth, insulting each other with reality, right? They're insulting each other, talking about Alex Riley. You got Alex Riley out of the WWE, pretty much, not in those words, but that's what Roman Reigns said to John Cena. John Cena has been telling Roman Reigns, dude, you can't cut a promo to save your life, and the only reason that I'm here is because you can't handle the spotlight. They've been going back and forth. All of these things are true.
And all of this was said by the community themselves, and they're just saying it in the square circle, in front of a live crowd, in front of the cameras, and some people have given it a negative, have had negative comments. A-Track Brown, excuse me.
Who?
But A-Track Brown, something with my throat. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah.
Okay.
But some people have just been, negative about this. I don't know why, but this is what people have created. This is what people have said, and it's been said, by John Cena and Roman Reigns. And you've had two epic promos by both guys. But, of course, John Cena is better with it because he has a better presentation. He has a better flow. He can ad-lib. He can do all this stuff. Roman Reigns, we all said it, Billy Ray. Speak softly and speak short, too. Short and to the point. And you're forcing him to speak a lot longer, and he can't do it.
Well,
He's tried.
He's trying, and he is the Samoan dog, and this is his backyard. So, I mean, he has to try. Listen, I'm excited for this match. I really, really am. I want to see it. I think it's going to be a very good match. I really do. Now, here's the debate, right? Everybody's saying John Cena's leaving to go film God knows what. Therefore, he's going to lose. I haven't bought into that just yet, Professor. All right? I don't know if John Cena is losing. See, let me give you my rationale. All right? Then you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Typically, when John Cena is wrestling new talent, and by new talent, I mean like guys like Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Rusev, I'm sure there's others that I'm missing, that he's feuded with, he loses the first match. And everybody's, oh, look, he's working with these guys. He's putting them over. He loses the first match. John Cena always gets the win back. Always. And in every one of those feuds, he has ended up winning the feud. I feel that this is different. He's not going to win this feud. So I think he's taking the first match. And he's leaving. And then he's going to come back and lose later on. I don't know. That's just me. I could be wrong. I'm taking John Cena. Go ahead, Prof.
Well, you know what? Your theory actually has already happened this year, because what did John Cena do with The Miz at WrestleMania when The Miz could have had a win? He beat The Miz, him and Nikki Bella. So your theory has happened already this year. So I would not be surprised that it would happen again this Sunday at No Mercy. But the Professor differs with you, because this is why I was trying to, I bought this to show whose yard it's going to be from 2017 on. Get it while it lasts, Slamites. This is going to be a collector's item. When Roman Reigns gets the win, it's going to be a big win. It's going to be a clean win against John Cena.
The fact that Snagglepuss actually spent money on this is the most outrageous part. He spent money. A grown man, mind you, has spent money on a Roman Reigns T-shirt. Just saying. Not something that I would do.
And I didn't spend it to troll Billy Ray. I spent it because I'm invested in a wrestler that I want to see for many years to come. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
So when he bought this shirt, right, I couldn't believe it. And he comes up, he's like, hey, look what I got in the mail. And he shows this thing to me. I'm like, are you serious, bro? Did you really spend money on this thing? And he's dead serious. That is the Professor Chabelo Villacruz. Yes, he is not screwing around, okay? This is what he's doing.
And when you might see me at a Ring of Honor show with the Roman Reigns T-shirt, holla at your boy.
Say what's up to the Professor, yo. He's a nice guy, man. He'll say what's up to you back, and then he'll school you on some wrestling, but in a good way, okay? Hey, listen, so you're taking Roman Reigns. I'm taking John Cena. Is this match going to be good? Give me your thoughts.
I think this match will be good in a roundabout way. I just hope that John Cena does not, talk loudly and call the match loudly like he has prone to do, because that's almost sabotaging Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns needs a good match from John Cena, but you know how John Cena kind of like slides a little bit. Hey, headlock here. Go off the ropes. And you can all hear it. And it just takes away from the match. But I think it's going to be a good match.
All right. I think it's going to be a good match, too. And I'm taking John Cena. You, Professor Villacruz, are taking Roman Reigns, the Samoan Dog. Okay. Main event of the evening. With an S, like a snake. Okay. The Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Beast versus Beast. I guess we could say, right? Is there men versus men? Are they men?
Actually, it's Beast versus Monster.
Beast versus Monster. Godzilla versus Mothra. King Kong versus...
No, it's supposed to be King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yes. That's why I kind of got lost with King Kong versus...
Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah.
Yes.
The multi-headed beast.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Braun Strowman is from now on the worst review show ever. He is King Ghidorah, the multi-headed beast. Okay, that is Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar. I want a time limit from you on this match. How long is this match going to go? It's definitely not passing 10 minutes, okay? So don't go over that and make a fool out of yourself, Professor. How long is this going to go?
This match will start at 10:50 Eastern Standard Time, and it will end at 11:05 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
15 minutes.
Whoa, you giving it 15 minutes?
Well,
Wow.
wait. Are you talking about the bell or the entrance?
No, not the entrance.
I count the entrance.
No, we're not counting the entrance. When the bell rings, how
Okay,
long is the actual match?
It will start at 10:53 Eastern Standard Time and end at 11:05 Eastern. I give it 8 minutes.
All right. I get that. I'm gonna give it 8.5, just to differ with you, because I was gonna give it 8. So I'll give it 8.5. I think it's gonna be 8.5 minutes, man. If we and it should be a hard hitting match. Many people are saying that Brock Lesnar is dropping the Universal Strap here. I think they're gonna stick to the plan. I think they're going to WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Now, I could be completely wrong about this pay-per-view altogether, guys. Okay, but this is what I think they're doing. I think they're gonna take this belt. They're gonna keep it on Brock Lesnar. He's going to go to WrestleMania and defend against the Samoan Dog, Roman Reigns, a.k.a. Punishment Martinez, a.k.a. Baron Corbin, a.k.a. Big Ray, the Mark of the Masses. Big Ray will be main eventing WrestleMania this year. And winning. He will be winning the WWE title from Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar retains, man. Well, unless they're going to do a switcheroo. I think Brock Lesnar retains. They could do a switcheroo, though. Give me your thoughts, Prof.
Well, you know what? You gave me a lot of credit for John Cena and being in that bandwagon. You should also give me credit because I was the only one during the history of this community who hated Brock Lesnar holding on to a championship and always being absent. Because everybody loved it the first time around.
You weren't the only one. I think there were other people, but
I was the vocal one saying that this was bad, that you needed your champion to be on at least on TV. Didn't have to defend the title, but at least be on TV and make that title relevant and something that people are shooting for. Now, if he wins the match like you and I kind of both agree on, then that title will not be on TV for at least until Royal Rumble. So that's bad. That is bad.
It could be bad. I am saying...
No, that is not could be. It will be. It will be bad. Because then the Intercontinental title, which is a prestigious title, will have to be the main event title.
I think it adds to the mystique and adds to the drawing power of a Brock Lesnar.
This ain't boxing, man. We gotta get over this mystique of this.
But I mean, they did
UFC.
it. Hulk Hogan used to do it all the time back in the day, and I know that example comes up often, but it's true. He wasn't on television wrestling defending that title always. It just wasn't.
But he was on television every week interviewing.
It could have been reruns of something. Like, it wasn't exactly him on all the time. Like, I mean, and I'm glad. I mean, all right. So I'll give you this, Prof. They should make more reference to that title and put it over a little more than they do. Fine, I'll give you that. But I don't hate that Brock Lesnar isn't on television 24/7. I really don't. When he comes back, it makes it, whoa, it's Brock Lesnar. I think the problem with WWE is the oversaturation of programming and the repetitiveness. These guys are overexposed. This is why it's so hard for somebody to get over and why it's commendable when a guy like AJ Styles is still over. He's out on television week after week after week after week. People get tired of this stuff. Just me. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? For me, I would want WWE to throw a curveball at least for the little months here, September, October, because these are not really meaningful months in my opinion. And you can have Braun Strowman as a transitional champion. All the stuff that you worked on with Braun Strowman at SummerSlam, taking out Brock Lesnar, or taking out Brock Lesnar on these Raws, just for him to take about 10 German suplexes, suplex city bitch, and then he loses cleanly. All that for nothing? I'm not saying that Braun Strowman is going to be once he loses, he's going to lose his beast mode. But, you did all that for nothing. What payoff is that?
Now, I'm not saying Braun Strowman's going to lose. I'm thinking Brock Lesnar retains this title. I don't know about him losing.
I'm going to go safely. I'm going to say Paul Heyman screws Brock Lesnar, tries to join Braun Strowman, and it's just schmaz that no winner.
That's awful. That's not safe. That's a hell of a gamble to say Brock Lesnar is going to, Paul Heyman is going to screw over Brock Lesnar.
I don't know. I just, this is the worst prediction show. I'm trying to make the worst prediction ever.
Well, I think we've done that throughout the course of this episode. I think we've proven this is the worst prediction show ever.
Absolutely.
100%.
Because we're both men. We're both manly men here.
Yeah, and you know what? Ultimately, it's not cool because it's man versus man for the first time in WWE. It's man versus man on this show, on this podcast. You and I. It's me versus you. Okay? And it's man versus man. Nope, no. It's beast versus monster in this case. So I guess they have to make the distinction, right? Because we got beast versus monster. Women versus women. And I guess you got to make the distinction of man versus man. How come you don't have in the 5-way women's match women versus women versus women versus women versus women? How come you didn't do that?
You sounded tired after you said women 5 times, so that's why you wouldn't say it.
You have to make a distinction. You have to put that out there. Man versus man. All right, listen. This has been the worst review show ever.
So wait, who are you picking, Brock?
I told you who I was picking,
bro.
bro.
I'm just saying.
Well, pay attention.
Just make it official.
Come on, man. Get it together. What do you mean make it official? I put it out there for I even went first.
I get confused with man versus man, beast versus monster, King Ghidorah versus Godzilla. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. I'm taking notes here.
I didn't see a pad in your hand with a pen.
It's next to my shirt. That's what it is.
It is your shirt. You should write over that, okay, with a marker. Take a big black marker and write over that. Just like put a couple.
The shirt is black. It doesn't matter.
There's colored writing on that. Okay.
No, you can't do that. You can't deface Roman Reigns.
Dip it in a can of white paint.
No, you can't. You can't deface art. Can't.
This is the worst review show ever. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. That, my friend, is Professor Chabelo Velacruz, a.k.a. Snagglepuss. Listen, make sure you check out everything here on OneWrestling.com. Make sure you go over to hackerhameen.podbeam.com and check out everything on there, okay? Let us know what you think of No Mercy. Hit us back with some info. Leave your predictions below. Don't forget to sign that petition. We need, okay, a man's heavyweight title, okay? The men's title, we need it in the WWE. Don't forget change.org. It's up there. Go look for it. Prof, right? It's up there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, make sure you get it up there, Prof. Say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, Slamites. I hope you enjoyed No Mercy. And remember, sign the petition. We need a man's division.
We need a
Women get too much here.
Too much. Way too much. All right. Mr. Apter, peace out. Okay. We will see you guys for the next pay-per-view. We'll predict it. And that's it. All right. Leave your comments below. Thank you for watching. All right. Bye-bye.